The Pianista Trail is a beautiful trail, and honestly one of the best hikes I've ever done. I can easily see how Chris and Lisanne were enjoying themselves on what should have been a short day hike, seeing all the wildlife, experiencing the rainforest. The hike is split into several distinct parts. The first part is a very rocky road. Then you hike through the Ungabe Bugle village. After that, you're sort of walking through some farmlands and some pastures before you finally enter the rainforest. And once you're in the rainforest, it takes a little bit of hiking up before you get into those deep, muddy ravines. But once you're in there, it does get a little eerie. I've read several different reasons why the Pianista Trail is called the Pianista. First, there's the restaurant, Pianista, at the beginning of the trail. But some people say that that was named after the trail. Some people say that the trail is called the Pianista because it resembles piano keys as you hike up it. But according to Feliciano, it's called the Pianista because of the pianista bird, who sings notes that are very distinct.
Yes! I was thinking the same. Yeah.
Because we knew of the different kinds of wildlife in the area, some that are friendly and some that are a little more dangerous, there were times where every sound kind of put us on edge.
Cute looking puppies.
It's important to note that there were times where we were definitely completely alone, but there were also times where we ran into other tourist groups. More often, we ran into Ungabe Bugle natives who were using the trail to commute from their homes to work, or vice versa. The ravines on the way up were pretty hard to navigate. They were rocky and narrow and very steep, and there was definitely only one way to go, forward or backward. There was no climbing out of those, that's for sure. And to think that on the other side, the side where Chris and Lisanne got lost, not only are the ravines much deeper, but they're way more muddy too. I can't imagine how tough those are to navigate. When you do finally reach the summit, it is not as clear as I thought it would be that this is where you're supposed to turn around. As far as summit points or viewpoints go, it's actually a pretty small area to stand on. And now at the top, it's mostly just a dirt patch and a cross with a memorial to Chris and Lisanne.
The number one thing that I've always asked myself, like aside from what happened to them, is why did they keep going if you're supposed to turn around right here? And now looking at that, like I don't have that question anymore. But then when you look further and how muddy and how like treacherous it gets, I guess
Why did they keep going?
why did they keep going? It's still a question. One of the things he said is that he obviously thinks we know the girls kept going that way because of the picture that's over there, and he thinks that they met trouble at the
first river crossing.
First river crossing, but he said that was only like 200 meters. What did he say
Yeah,
it was?
something like that.
Yeah, close.
He said it was close, and he kind of implied that that's probably where they fell and died, but that doesn't make any sense because they took pictures 6 days after that.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night, and the phone kept being turned on.
We did try to hike down the other side, and as you can see, it is significantly muddier. In fact, there were a couple times where several of us fell, and we thought we were going to lose our shoes in the mud. I can't imagine why Chris and Lisanne kept going this way. Was it an adventurous spirit? Were they just unsure? Or was it something else? I try to think that if I were on this hike without knowing what I know, and I got to this point, that I would also turn around. But maybe I wouldn't. This is definitely one of the parts that has bothered me for so long. Why did they keep going?